Why you got your side host texting you, bro?
I mean, their screen is cracked and all, but they still get me back right away.
That's true. That's true.
More tune for your head top, so watch how you speak on Drizzy's name. It's your boy Truth.
It's your boy Eazy.
And you already know what we're going to talk about.
More life.
You don't know, eh? OVO Sound Radio episode 39 was the world premiere of the highly anticipated playlist by Drake, October Firm.
Playlist. Why? Like, why? What's a playlist even mean?
I honestly thought a playlist meant he was gonna put all of his OVO
That's what I
crew
thought.
and a bunch of new rappers on, but it's just mostly
Like
him.
this is a glorified way for him to sell a mixtape. I feel like he's like, if
Like
I call
always.
if I call it a mixtape, then people are gonna expect for it to be free. But if I say playlist, you know what I'm saying? I don't got, I can charge for this shit. And it's just like, I mean, do what you gotta do. You're Drake at this point. I mean, I don't expect you to put out free shit.
Right.
But I do expect you to put out free smoke. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, you know how we feel about Drake. You know, we review like every Drake project that's dropped
Pretty
since we
much.
started this channel. We're fans. It's safe to say we're fans. You know what I'm saying? We understand that Drake gets a lot of hate, and honestly, I don't even blame people that don't really like Drake. Because I can understand that, maybe pop rap kind of bullshit isn't your kind of thing. Whatever, to each his own. But this was an important project for me because this was going to decide whether or not I dropped being a Drake fan, because views really stabbed me in the back.
I mean, it did hurt me too, but it was gonna be that big of a drop.
Because if you have two bad projects in a row, to me, there's no excuse for that.
I see what you're talking about.
Because I feel like these days, artists don't put so much into their projects. They just let me check my bank account. Oh, only 3 million. Let me get that shit up real quick. So they drop a project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like there's not, say from like Kendrick Lamar and people like that, nobody's really out here working on a project just trying to make a project. You know what I'm saying? They make a project because I feel like it's their job. So
Right.
any music they make, they drop it on a project. And Drake is one of those dudes where it's like, he'll drop singles every now and then. He'll hop on guest verses and stuff. But essentially, he's always got an album in the works, or he's always promoting a new album, or he's always about to drop a new album. And it's just like, take a step back and refigure your sound. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what you want to do, what message you want to portray with this album or, project, whatever he's trying to drop.
Right.
And with this one, he comes through and he gives us more life. I got a few things to say about
22
more life.
tracks laced onto this playlist.
22 tracks. So, long story short, did Drake disappoint me with this? Am I gonna drop Drake? Funny, because the first time I listened to this, we listened to it together, and I was just like, it's better than Views, it's good,
But
I wasn't really I was like,
so completely sold on
yeah,
it.
so
It was
I'm like Drake. Now I got one foot in, I'm a Drake fan, and the other foot saying fuck Drake, real hip hop. I was in between. But
Right.
as I listened to it more, it really did grow on me, and I like the project a lot. I fuck with this project a shit ton. I'm playing it a lot. There's a lot of songs on here. I put the majority of these songs on my playlist. The majority of 22 songs are now on my ever-expanding Apple Music playlist. So there's a lot of shit on here that I like. And I don't think there's anything on here that I dislike, honestly. Coming up with our bottom three that we do, that shit was fucking hard as fuck. So I'm sitting there, I'm just
it wasn't that hard for me. I mean, I like these songs, but they just fall short in my eye.
oh shit, tell me what you think.
What I think, I definitely needed this playlist by Drake, man. Because when Views was coming out, it was overhyped. He drops it, and it was a complete disappointment. And then 6 o'clock comes around, we're like, all right, we're waiting for fucking Oliver. They're still cooking up more life. I'm about to hang myself. 6:30 drops, and then he starts playing the playlist, and I'm like, this is the Drake that I wanted. The intro track is pretty much how I want artists to start off an album, hard and just going in, and that's what he did. And then towards the middle of the project, he slows it down like he usually does, and then he picks it back up.
Now, my big problem with this project, and the reason why I take songs and I just put them on my playlist as opposed to just playing the album front to back, is there is too long of a stretch in the beginning of this album where it's all singing. From song 3, Passionfruit, all the way up to like 8, 4422 with Sampha. Like, it's all singing. And the thing is like, these songs are good, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, why put them all back to back? Like, it's just like, because you go from Free Smoke, you're like, oh shit. And then No Long Talk, you're like, oh shit. And then Passionfruit, you're like, okay, that's a big step down, but Passionfruit's a great song. And then it's like Jorja Interlude, and you're like, all right, you're still singing. And it's like, Get It Together. And it's like,
right, still going.
I'm like, get it together. Like,
going.
You get me hype again. And then it's like Madiba Riddim or whatever the fuck that song's called.
Madiba Riddim.
It's still singing. Blem. It's like a little bit in between, but like singing. And then 4422, Sampha. My fucking God, did he...
He's a great artist. He can sing.
Sampha is amazing. Like, he killed that shit. And then you finally go to Gyalchester, and that shit just slaps hard as hell. And then it's like, for the most part, is... You know, it starts to get a decent mix.
You know what I found funny? When we were first listening to it that night, it was, I believe, Teenage Fever, and we're like, oh, how many tracks deep are we into this playlist? And it's like 14 out of 22. It didn't seem, it looks like it's long, but it didn't sound like it was long, you know? It flowed pretty well.
And that's one thing I gotta give this album, is that like each song like has, oh, not each song, but most songs have like this transition that goes into the next song. And I honestly like that. It makes for a good listening experience. And I guess that's why he could call it a playlist, is because like I feel like you have this in the background while you're doing something, and how each song just seamlessly transitions. Like, I like that. I think that's a really good thing. One thing that confuses me about this album, and confuses me about Drake, and something that I just don't fucking understand, is you Canadian. Where is this UK accent coming from? That shit throws me the fuck off. It comes off as disingenuous, because like, I understand you're influenced by UK grime right
and
now,
he's out there on tour, on the Boy Meets World tour.
But my problem with this is that you can be influenced by that, but make it your own sound. Like, you don't, like, you could have these rappers on and put them on, and then come through and talk like you're Drake. You don't have to talk like, over your thing, unruly. You're like, bro, you're not UK. And he did the same thing, talking like all Jamaican and shit with dancehall and stuff. And I'm like, bruh, we got like different timelines of Drake running around. You got Canadian Drake, Jamaican, UK, Dominican Drake, Houston Drake. Like, bruh, yo, talk about split personalities, bruh. Oh, but at the end of the day, what I boil it down to is like, does the music sound good? And yeah, he's putting on like this fake ass accent, but yeah, it sounds good at the end of the day, so I can't be too mad at that. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I just want to hop into the top and bottom, and I want to start off with the bottom.
Okay, go for it.
For the bottom, man, I gotta say these two again, man. Drake and Party Next Door, since way back. That song's just way too long.
It really is. It's like six minutes.
Yes,
right? Like,
it's way too long. There's no need for it to be that long.
And the thing is, like, you can have a song that long, it's no problem. But like, if it's just the same thing, there's no like switch ups. There's no excitement. It's just like,
yeah. And even when it does cut into just Drake, like the second half of the song, I actually like that part. I wish they cut it into 2 songs.
Yeah.
You know, Drake featuring P&D, and then that second half is just Drake. That's how I would have liked that to happen. My next track, I gotta say Nothing Into Somethings, because I was expecting that to be like a hype song. Kind of like a started from the bottom type anthem. Yeah. And then he goes into the slow singing, no, 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 no. I was like,
I don't know.
Luckily, it was short-lived. It was kind of like an interlude, so I didn't mind that at all. And then my last track, I gotta say Skepta Interlude.
I guess, yeah, you have to count that. It's a full song.
Skepta Interlude, I have my days when I bump it, and I have my days I don't. It's like a hit or miss for me. Yeah. I like it, and some days I don't.
See, now, one thing I have to give Drake credit for is, like, yeah, you could say he's, like, biting, you know, UK style and stuff, but he's still putting them on, you know? So, like, I know people that had no interest in Giggs or Skepta, or even knew who they were for that matter, and now because of Drake, they're going out there listening to Giggs, they're listening to Skepta, so I gotta give Drake a big shout out there. By the way, Skepta dropped a project, I think, like a year or 2 ago, called Konnichiwa. Shit rides. Go listen to it. But my bottom, since way back, had to put that shit in there because, like, I just can't listen to that. Like, it's like, the thing is, like, it is a good song, but it's just far too long. And like by the time you get to the if you're listening to this from front to back, by the time you get to Sense Way Back, you are really not trying to listen to a 6-minute song. This is a long ass album.
So far, it's been disappointing on Drake and P&D's part, man. They need to come out with some fire. Stop singing. Shit.
All right, stop singing. Next song, I'm gonna have to go with. It's gonna kind of hurt, but Get It Together.
Okay.
That song, I just feel like again, similar to like Sense Way Back, like it is a good song, but I just feel like there's too much singing on here, and if I have to get rid of some singing, then I think it's got to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Can't even be mad at you. It does remind me of the So Far Gone Drake, just a little bit.
And now for my last one, and this one, I know I said if it sounds good, just let it be. Like, it's good music, but this I just could not get over. I'm gonna have to put KMT featuring Gigs, because this is literally, I think it's called like Look At Me from XX Tentacion or whatever his name is.
Yes. Sounded very Spanish right there.
Because that's how he says it. He was in an interview and he was like, and the guy was like, and I'm here with, and he's like, XX Tentacion.
So is that rapper Spanish? Or?
Yeah, he's Spanish.
Oh.
So, yeah, that is just like, I can't listen. Like, I can't listen to it. I'm just like.
They did a mashup of Drake's song and that song. Yeah. Totally alike, man. Totally alike. It's fucking crazy.
I want to give Drake the benefit of the doubt because he was saying on his thing, he's like, I never heard of this, like, X guy. Like, I can believe that, but it's just the same flow.
It is.
It's the same
exact flow.
Like, it's fucking, I just can't listen to that song. And the thing is, I fucking love Giggs' part too, because, like, towards the end of his verse, he's like, Batman, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, oh,
yo, he fucking ripped it. Yeah. And they fucking sampled Sonic the Hedgehog.
They did.
All these.
Sorry about this rough transition. We had a camera issue. My camera battery died, but now we're just sitting here chilling, side to side, back to back like Drake one time. But we were talking about KMT and how it sounds like XXX Tentacion. Gotta say with that
Tentacion.
with that Hispanic emphasis, Tentacion. But yeah, so that's why it was my bottoms, because I couldn't really take that song seriously. Like once I heard Look At Me from him, and I was just like, it's just too similar, you know what I mean? So that's why that's on my bottom.
And I can't believe Drake doesn't know that guy did the same exact like flow. He thinks it's like,
I mean, like, I can kind of see it because like Drake is in this like different space, and this X dude is like, he's not really like, he's not like popular,
and he's locked up too, you know?
Yeah, so like I can understand kind of, but like there's just no part of me now that thinks like it can't be a coincidence, you know what I'm saying? Like they had to have, like, you know, because it's too similar.
And now you heard the mashup.
Yeah, since the break or whatever, I heard like the mashup of like Drake rapping over the Look At Me beat and shit. I'm just like, bro, like that's actually like the same shit. But anyway, enough of the comparisons. We're here to talk about our top songs now. So go ahead and kick it off.
Top three. Okay. Can't Have Everything.
That's top?
That's top.
I was thinking about putting that on my bottom, to be honest.
Are you serious? Why?
Because like there were a few songs I was thinking about putting on my bottom because I don't play them a lot. Yeah. So like one of them is what's that thing? Nothing's Into Somethings, because I don't really play that song a lot. Right. So I was thinking about putting it into my bottom. And then also Can't Have Everything is another song I don't really play a lot either. So.
Can't Have Everything is the Drake that I've been wanting for the longest time. Like, this is the Drake that I want. I want him spitting. I want him going hard. And this is the track that I really like. Honorable mentions. If it wasn't for this song, I probably would have put in, Lose You.
Okay.
And Do Not Disturb. Do Not Disturb, a.k.a. 7 a.m. in Germany.
7 a.m., that's what you're calling it?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it.
All right, well, to each his own,
and then my next track, I gotta say Free Smoke, of course. The intro to More Life.
You really like, you said that was like one of his best intros?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that personally, but
how?
I like Free Smoke, but I wouldn't say it's like Tuscan Leather, way better.
All right, to each his own, I guess, but Free Smoke is so hard, and I fuck with it. And my last track, Passionfruit.
Passion with the things you say.
When I first heard it, I think it was like the second verse, he started saying something and it hit me in the heart. Mm-hmm. And I think you saw my reaction to it, and I was like, this guy is speaking to me directly, and I was like, wow, I am touched right now. Free Smoke and Passionfruit are actually his next 2 singles that he's gonna drop on the radio.
Really? Is that like confirmed?
It's confirmed. So I believe they're gonna.
Wait, do they just like announce that shit?
I believe so, or Drake announces it personally. Passionfruit's gonna be first, I believe, and then Free Smoke.
Well, that's interesting. My top 3.
Alright.
Glow, number 1. Glow. Are you telling me?
No, like I like Glow, but like I think you was just overreacting because it's Kanye.
No, I play this song like 4 times I literally play it back to back when I wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I wake up, I'm playing Glow. Like, it's just such a feel-good song. Like, I just don't know, like, I just think the song is dope. And Drake has never sung this well in his entire career. Like, he's actually, like, singing really well on this track. It makes me even, like, question, like, is that even Drake? Like, because he's singing so well on this song. Like, I just wasn't expecting that. And, of course, hearing Kanye West sing.
He has to come correct, because it's Kanye,
Yeah, when you have a god on the track, you know what I'm saying? You got to ascend just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But Glow is definitely, like, obviously, like, a really good song. Number 2 is Blem. I fucking love Blem. Like, these 2 are my complete standout tracks. Like, out of everything on this album, I really like the whole playlist. But, like, Glow and Blem are just, like, a top tier above everything else. Like,
so what's about Blem? Like, what makes you like it so
I like
much?
the whole groove. He's like, I'm Blem for real. I might just say how I feel. Like, when listening to this playlist, like, that hook right there was like stuck in my head for so long. Like, I'm talking days it was stuck in my head. I could not get it out of my head at all. So I have to give Blem a huge shout out.
I'm actually kind of shocked about that one. I mean, I like it, but I'm shocked that that's your top
definitely
3.
love Blem. And then, see, the thing is, I was going to put Passionfruit at number 3.
Okay.
Because I really like Passionfruit. I think it's a dope song. One of his better, like, singing type of songs.
What takes it?
We were listening to it in the car earlier. Portland.
Portland, really?
Portland, yeah. Like, Quavo and Travis Scott. Like, here's the thing. This is gonna sound insane, right? Okay. I'm a huge Travis Scott fan. Obviously, everybody loves Quavo. Obviously, I'm a Drake fan. So all 3 on the track should be killer. I went into this thinking about putting Portland in my bottom because I was just like, I was kind of disappointed in Quavo's feature and in Travis Scott's feature. And I was just like, I felt like it could have been more. I feel like Travis Scott really saves that song.
He does. He does. I thought Quavo held his own on that track.
However, listening to it earlier, like during the camera cutout, I was just like, nah, like Portland is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Portland is a dope ass song.
The flute.
That's not a flute. That's a straight up recorder. This man, like, straight out the 4th grade, homeboy was sitting there on the recorder, busting ass and shit. Marietta Little Lamb looking ass. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Portland. I also like Sacrifices. I think 2 Chainz goes hard on that song too. Obviously, Travis Scott. And I want to give a huge honorable mention to Ice Melts because this song, like, I listened to it at first and I was just like, like, I expected more out of Thugger because, like, when I'm a huge Thugger fan, for those of you that don't know, Slime Season 3 was one of my favorite albums of last year, like, probably even top 5. But, like, listening to that, I expected Thugger to be like, because Thugger's like always like weird and eccentric. He's always doing like weird stuff.
Courage the
like,
Cowardly Dog voice, pretty much.
But like on Sacrifices and on Ice Melts, he didn't like, he was more coherent, and I wasn't ready for that from Young Thug. But after listening to Ice Melts more, like, that song is groovy as fuck. I like Ice Melts a lot.
All right, out of the 2 features, Sacrifices and Ice Melts, which one do you think is the best out of the Young Thug?
Fuck, I don't know.
Me personally, I really like Sacrifices. When I first heard the song, I thought his verse was a little too long, but it grew on me. I liked it.
I don't, because, like, I think Ice Melts is just so fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have a lot of fun listening to Ice Melts. I can't decide, man. Again, a huge Thugger fan, but
okay,
I might have to side a little bit with Ice Melts on this one for the time being. But that's what we thought about More Life. We really liked it.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. For another episode of Truth and Easy, it's your boy Truth. Follow me on Twitter, and everything else is down below.
Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Snapchat, Pornhub maybe, I don't know.
MySpace, Meebo, Air Aim, all that shit.
MSN Messenger, YC Flow Eazy, everywhere. Or you can just click the links in the description if you want, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been bugging the fuck out of us for more life. We had to take our time, okay? We want to listen to this for like at least a solid week before, you know what I'm saying, we gave our opinions on it, but it's been a week when we gave our opinions on it. Let us know what you think again. What am I trying to say? How you do an outro? No one knows.
I think we just do it like Nike. Not like Reebok, like fucking Rick Ross said.
Reebok son, I just do it.
All right, yo.
Have a good day. Actually, I don't really give a fuck if you have a good day. Peace out.